Hello, it's Professor Freeman coming to you from my studio at the Mountain Arts Center here in Prestonsburg, Kentucky. I meet with students from across this portion of the state. Sometimes I meet with students who come up from Virginia or across the way from West Virginia to study voice with me. Sometimes I teach piano lessons, but more frequently I try to limit myself to teaching voice here at the Mountain Arts Center. And if you've not been to this facility, I encourage you to come in sometime to see a show. And certainly there are shows where you have to purchase a ticket to get into the theater, but there are also programs that you can come into the theater and watch for free. So I'll try to keep you up to date on when some of those special programs take place. Anyway, I wanted to give you a short video message to let you know that finally I was able to get the syllabus pulled together for our full 16 weeks that we're going to be meeting as a class. So I will send that to you via email. I also went ahead and separated out the course schedule so that you can quickly access that particular document or that end of the complete syllabus. Basically, you can find the course schedule on the final 2 pages of our full syllabus. But you know, sometimes it's a pain in the behind to have to scroll through a bunch of pages. So that's why I went ahead and separated it out. So you have the full syllabus and then also a copy of the course schedule. And in addition, I lifted out of the full syllabus, some information about how the course is structured, some of the grading methods that we'll have. So basically like the list of assignments and our exams, and also a grading scale so that at a glance you can keep track of what's going on with the pile of points that you're accumulating from now through the end of the semester. And essentially when it comes to our class, I try to keep everything as simple as possible with the grading scale. You just want to accumulate as many points as you possibly can, and that helps give you some insurance toward getting the ideal grade that you're hoping to earn in this class. Now, just to let you know, when you read through the syllabus, you will see this thing that I refer to as music trivia. Whenever we have our exams, I always like to give you, as members of this course, an opportunity to learn a little bit more about whatever section of material that we've covered. And that little extra work that you put in, if you opt to do it, it's never required, it's only if you want to. But that little bit of extra work, I relate to the title Music Trivia. And you just get points for what it is that you do correctly. So if you're wanting to make sure that you're getting as many points as you possibly can, engaging in music trivia whenever it comes around is a fantastic way for you to earn some extra points and hopefully learn some new and interesting things about that portion of the music content, the course content that we've covered. Okay, that's all I have to say for now. Do take a look at the syllabus, the course schedule, and also that other document that outlines how things are going to kind of roll along the way with assignments, grading methods, and the grading scale. Now, if you are still waiting for your textbook to come in, it's okay. Just make sure that you're covering what we have in those content boxes for units 1, and we're now on to unit 2. So make sure you're watching those documentary videos and taking notes along the way with that a study guide that's going to help you get prepared for the first exam. Okay? Now, when it comes to definitions of terms, if you don't have your textbook yet, I did a little bit of investigation online to see if I could find a really reliable, free source that you could use for finding definitions of music terms. And boy, you know, there were some that were out there in years past, but now, and understandably so, now you have to pay to have access to those resource materials. Give me a couple of more days. I'm going to try to do some more investigation to see what we might have within the KCTCS collection of databases. There might be something that we can access there that can give you a glossary or basically a dictionary that you can look up some of this terminology that you're finding on your study guide. But certainly when your textbooks come in, use the glossary that's in the back of the text, because man, those definitions are very concise and they're very clear. That's the best source to use. But I'll try to see if I can get you set up with another source in the meantime, okay? So keep your fingers crossed on that, and I will see you in the next video. You have a wonderful week. Ciao.